The Realme 16 series is finally here, and it's arguably one of our most highly anticipated launches this year. Why is that? Because the Realme 16 series has undergone a major redesign both inside and out. It features a new design language and even a new set of cameras to match. In this video, we're looking at the Realme 16 Pro Plus. The Plus variant was strangely missing from the lineup last year, but now it's finally back. So, how does it perform? Let's find out in this review. The most obvious change Realme made to the Realme 16 Pro and Pro Plus variant is the design. The back panel has been overhauled with a completely new camera island design, helping it stand out from the rest of the smartphones in the segment. The square camera island features a small black slit at the top, housing 2 of the 3 cameras. Below the slit, we find another camera island along with the LED flash. We're sure everyone will have their own opinion regarding the redesigned camera island of the Realme 16 Pro Plus, but in our eyes, it looks great. Again, it helps distinguish the phone from others on the market. And at the end of the day, style is subjective, so whether you like this design or not, it's up to you. Our review unit is in the Master Gold color, which is the only color available for the Philippine market. Although the color is nice, I do find it a bit loud for my liking. I would have preferred something a bit more sedate, like black. Though not as obvious, it is wrapped in a leather-like material. It feels nice to the touch, and paired with the metal frame, it gives this phone a very premium feel. Not to mention, it's quite smudge resistant. Although, I'm not sure how it'll hold up when you have very sweaty hands after maybe half a year or a year. As for the phone itself, it's a bit on the larger scale, but the volume rocker and power button on the right side are positioned quite ergonomically. With that, even users with small hands won't have a hard time using the Realme 16 Pro Plus with just one hand. At the bottom, we'll find the USB-C port, one of the loudspeakers, and the dual SIM card slot. Meanwhile, at the top, there's the secondary microphone and the infrared port. It's quite slim too, measuring just 8.09mm thin, making it easy to fit your pocket, and it won't look bulky at all. Now, despite the leather-like back panel, the Realme 16 Pro Plus is still well protected from the elements. It features IP66, IP68, IP69, and IP69K ratings for dust and water resistance. With that, there's no problem using it in all kinds of weather conditions. You could even submerge it and it'll work just fine. I mean, just not in salt water though. Again, that's an entirely different issue. Moving on to the display, the Realme 16 Pro Plus features a 6.8-inch AMOLED screen with a Full HD Plus resolution, 144Hz refresh rate, 6500 nits peak brightness, and HDR10+ support. Sounds familiar? Well, that's because it seems to be the same display found on the Realme 15 Pro. Then again, we're not really complaining about Realme carrying over the display from before. It still looks amazing on the Realme 16 Pro Plus, and we enjoyed watching our favorite shows on this phone. It features nice thin borders all around with amazing colors and great contrast. Since it's an AMOLED, we also had great viewing angles too. With that, watching with friends won't be a problem. With the 144Hz refresh rate, users can enjoy the smooth animations as well. But it's the gamers who will benefit the most by playing on this phone, which we'll get more into that later. For audio, the Realme 16 Pro Plus comes with dual stereo speakers. No brand tuning or Dolby Atmos here, but they are decent out of the box. It lacks a bit of bass, but the balance between the mids and highs are okay. Nothing too amazing in particular. The more important bit is though, they are loud. As for biometrics, users can choose between an under-display fingerprint sensor or face unlock. Both work fast and are accurate. Out of convenience though, we chose to use the fingerprint scanner most of the time. Perhaps the biggest upgrade on the Realme 16 Pro Plus are the cameras. As mentioned earlier, their phone now features a triple rear camera system featuring a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto with PDAF and OIS, along with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide. For selfies, there's a 50-megapixel front camera. The highlight of the cameras is the new 200-megapixel main shooter with 2-axis OIS. Considering how capable the main camera is on the Realme 16 Pro Plus, we had high expectations for the images and videos captured by this phone, and unsurprisingly, it delivered. The images came out amazing from the get-go. For reference, most of the images captured using this phone were left as is. The phone did a great job post-processing the photos to give it a decent contrast and even a moody vibe. It's not overly edited or saturated either. Best of all, the image quality remains almost unchanged when switching from 1x and 2x zoom up to 5 times and even 8 times zoom. That means consistent image quality all the time. Well, except for the ultrawide. It's very obvious when you use the ultrawide camera as compared to the telephoto or even the main camera. Even in the same lighting conditions, the difference is night and day, and it's arguably the weak point of the cameras of this phone. Despite the Realme 16 Pro Plus having a periscope telephoto lens, there are limitations to its use though. If we go beyond 10x zoom, the quality starts to drop, and it's a lot more noticeable. Then again, that's to be expected with all smartphone cameras. For recording video, the Realme 16 Pro Plus records up to 4K at 60 FPS for both the front and rear cameras. What's great is that there's stabilization even in its maximum resolution, which is not common for smartphones of this level. As for the quality, it's very much the same as what we saw in the images. There's great contrast and colors, but what I enjoyed the most is the stabilization. Even with somewhat shaky hands, the video is relatively stable. Just check out the videos we were able to take and see what we mean. Now, under all of this metal, or leather for this matter, the Realme 16 Pro Plus packs a Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chipset. Our review unit comes with 12GB of RAM and 512GB of UFS 3.1 storage. For reference, this is the only variant available for the Philippine market. Similar to the display, the chipset is a carryover from the Realme 15 Pro. While the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chipset is still a very capable chipset to this day, we were expecting something more capable under the hood. It's still more than adequate for running all of our daily tasks, from watching videos to surfing the net and even social media. We left multiple applications running in the background and there was no issues either way. We were able to quickly switch between different applications, quickly getting back to where we left off. In terms of gaming, the Realme 16 Pro Plus is still a great phone to play games on. Together with the high refresh rate display, the phone can run light games like COD Mobile on max graphics without any issues. On more graphic-intensive titles like Genshin Impact, the phone ran the game smoothly with some of the settings set to high. So everything seems to be good, right? But what I did notice is that the phone has a tendency to heat up when playing games. It's not that hot enough for users to be concerned, but it's quite noticeable. Thankfully, it doesn't affect gameplay in any way. As for the benchmarks, you can check them out on screen right now. While the chipset of the Realme 16 Pro Plus remains unchanged, what is new is the UI. It now runs on Realme UI 7.0, based on Android 16. Similar to most Android 16 phones, it now features the frosted glass look. Whether you like that or not, well, that's up to you. We really like how Realme UI 7.0 looks, but we can't help but notice it looks very similar to iOS 26, especially the home screen and the control center when we swipe down. But the animations do look great with a much smoother feel. Of course, the usual AI features like Google Gemini and Circle to Search are present as ever, including the usual AI editor for photos. But what we're excited about are the AI features used to help the user take even better photos. Some of these include AI Light Me, which changes the lighting of the photo, and AI Framing Master, which helps improve image composition. Like before, there's still a bit of bloatware, but they can easily be deleted. And they're all grouped together, so at least they're not taking up a lot of space in the menu. Powering the Realme 16 Pro Plus is a 7000 mAh battery. It's a big battery too, that isn't too obvious given the size of this phone. And surprisingly, it lasts quite a long time. For daily use, it's more than enough to last an entire day. Even when we used the phone for benchmarking and taking photos, we still had some juice left afterwards. The battery benchmarks showed the similar results too. Using PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test, it lasted 19 hours and 17 minutes. For reference, the test was done in airplane mode, 0 volume, and 50% brightness. With that, we did not need to worry about bringing a power bank or a charger with us when we went out, because we're sure the Realme 16 Pro Plus will have us covered for almost the entire day. When we do need to charge though, the phone features fast 80-watt charging speed. According to Realme, it can juice the large battery from 0 to 50% in just 30 minutes. Unfortunately though, no wireless charging here, but honestly, that's fine. As for connectivity, the Realme 16 Pro Plus features Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS, and infrared for using it as a remote for appliances. Now, overall, the Realme 16 Pro Plus is a pretty great phone to use for almost anybody. We definitely enjoyed the new cameras and the long-lasting battery. The phone is sturdy too, so no need to worry about dropping it or at least using it in various weather conditions. The chipset could have been upgraded to a new model, but it's still quite capable even to this day. And the 144Hz refresh rate display is still more than capable for playing games too. As for the price, there's no official price yet at the time we recorded this video, but hopefully the price didn't jump that much from before. One thing's for certain though, those who love taking photos will enjoy using this mid-range smartphone. But so far, what do you guys think of the Realme 16 Pro Plus? Would you cop or choose something else? Whatever the case, share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to watch more. Also, follow us on our social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And of course, visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Jose, and I'll see you guys in the next one.